My name is John Schneider. Most people know me as the Snakeman. And I love anything that people are afraid of. And we're going to go out today and find some snakes. Today, we're in West Kingstown, Rhode Island, walking on the bike path, and we're trying to get to a swampy area where we are going to find, hopefully, some water snakes, some garter snakes, and some snapping turtles. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll see a water snake eating a fish. So let's go. This is a beautiful area. This whole way is perfect snake habitat. So I'll be stopping and rooting around and stuff and looking around, and hey, if I find some spiders, some other scary stuff, I'll grab them and show them to you. And I'll tell you a little bit about them. See this piece of tin here? This is perfect. Snakes can sit under this that don't want to be exposed, and they can still thermoregulate and warm up so that they can engage in their bodily process, eating, reproducing. And there's a hole there, so let's see what might be in there. Ow! Just kidding. Nothing there, folks. Notice I put it back. We want to keep the habitat good. It's a bad idea to destroy habitat, but it's a good idea to check things out. Look, there's some corn. Something had a very good meal here. Look at that. They ate every single bit of it. Probably a rodent, maybe a rat, maybe a raccoon. Most likely a raccoon. I can't really see any teeth marks. All I can see is the absence of kernels, which means something got a good meal. Anywhere where one habitat changes to another, and there's lots of cover, and there's areas where a snake can thermoregulate, kind of get in the sun, heat up so it can do its thing, that's where you're going to find them. So we'll be looking at edge habitats today. Edge of the bike path, edge of a lumber yard, edge of a farm, edge of a forest. That's where they are. Garter snake, right there. I'm going to get it. Here we go. There's more than one. Look at that. 2 snakes, baby. What a score. Ooh, that's baby. She's a little grouchy. All right, that's a female. And I'll show you why I know it's a female. Because the female in garter snakes and water snakes, the female is larger. She's got to be able to carry the young. They give birth to live young as opposed to eggs. They're viviparous. And look at that. See, the garter snakes around here, as opposed to out in Arcadia, which is more western end of the state, are they tend to be a darker color, and they have very well-defined dots on them. And size is the same, but the garter snakes that I've found that are closer to the coast are a lighter color. And of course, we're closer to the coast here. We're in West Kingstown, Rhode Island, off the bike path. And look at that. She's a beauty. Look at the red tongue. Look at that. I love you, baby. She's a healthy one, too. And you know what? She's not trying to bite me anymore, but she is putting musk on me, which is rather stinky.
I can smell her.
And this one, that's a baby. It's a yearling. It was probably born last year. And with the yearlings, it's hard to tell what sex they are, but with a male snake, they have hemipenises, so their tail is longer. The tail starts at the cloaca, which is the area they poop from. You got gray, brown, green, a red tongue, a greenish ventral surface. The vent is that's the bottom of the snake. And you notice they're wider because they need to have traction to get through their environment. Look at that. Is that not a beauty or what? All right, we're going to let them go because we catch a snake to look at it, to inform people about it, tell them about it, and of course we let it go because they are an essential part of the habitat. So, no. We're not keeping these as a pet. They need to be back where they are so that the balance of life and the ecosystem stays as is. So here we go. Ready? Off you go there, mates. Watch them go. Look at that. Well, we found a garter snake. Now we're looking for a water snake. They're bigger, they're nastier, and they stink more. You'll find garter snakes in stump holes, holes that go under stumps. And if you want to rip the stump up, you're going to find garter snakes, but that's destroying habitat. And you want to be mindful not to destroy habitat. I think I see a turtle. He's moving. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Perfect camouflage. If I hadn't have been looking, I would have never seen that turtle, because you notice that the little dots on his shell match the algae perfectly. There's no way that a predator would have been able to get a bead on that turtle because of the camouflage. That's Mother Nature. Can you see the red? They're black and they have the beautiful yellow dots, and their legs and their head have a lot of red. And look at them. See? Wonderful defense mechanism a turtle has. It's got its own little house, and he can just shut the doors and not let you in. The only thing that's going to eat a turtle like this is maybe a snapping turtle. Anything else, once he pulls himself in there, he's got a hard shell. Who can get at him? Let's let him go, see what he does. Ooh, and that's a dead one. I don't know that much about ducks. I'll be making an ass of myself. I don't want to give you misinformation, but I do want to wash the dog shit off my hands. In this topsy-turvy world that we live in, snakes have adapted so well to our destruction of habitat and our changing of habitat. Lots of species of snakes increase in population because we have inadvertently created a great habitat for them. They thermoregulate on roads. They get hit by cars. They thermoregulate on the blacktop. Hot summer day. At the end of the day, the snakes will come out and absorb heat from the asphalt, and it puts them at great risk. So we are, in essence, creating great habitat, but also creating places and spaces where they are at risk. But a snake is an animal that knows its environment better than we do and can exploit any situation that we either create or that we destroy. Now we'll try to do a little movement to kind of stimulate snakes into motion, and we'll try to catch them. And the reason snakes hide in beaver lodges and beaver dams, because there's a very good, they can go anywhere to escape. Look at that. It's probably got a bunch of snakes in it somewhere. I'm not about to destroy it, but I will tell you that that's where they are. Northern water snake. Let's find one. We're done now. We're going back home to our families, and we'll come back. I'm John Schneider. Most people know me as the Snakeman, and we're going to find out what's in there. Are you scared?